Why does my whole body hurt? A lot of times, there goes my phone. I'm sure somebody needs something. Here we are finally back in Germany, and honestly, it would not be Paderborn without this monstrosity. Literally just got in, flew in about, like, was it 10 a.m. this morning, so about 3 a.m. over back in where I live over in Ohio. So literally just got to the hotel. I'm exhausted. I actually probably pass out, but you guys cannot forget these crazy walls. There we go. Remember these. I'll make sure I post that the first video when I first arrived in Paderborn up in the iCard here for you. Hey, what's up, guys? Zach Selesky. I'm an American football coach, actually American head football coach in Germany. First and foremost, I am actually sorry that I have not been posting as of recently. This is I believe my third day in Paderborn right now, and so naturally I've just been busy with stuff, and part of it was my fault as well, because yesterday I got a little bit sick, and so my stomach and everything else has been completely off. At times I go through a very detailed detox before I even come over to Germany because of the food and the difference in quality, and I really didn't do it in time, and so next thing I know I end up getting sick, and also too it's a little bit cold, but honestly it is what it is. So I'm finally getting over it. I feel better, way better, and also too just kind of been slowly getting over, kind of getting used to the whole head coaching thing. That's kind of been where I'm at right now. Actually, I think it was Wednesday of this past week was my first official practice as head coach. It was a little bit weird because I'm so used to seeing certain faces and they're not there. You know, we got a lot of guys leaving, got a lot of new guys coming in, and so it was really just kind of took me a little bit just kind of process and move around. These are actually my first few days, what they were like over in Germany. As you guys can see, I'm back in my hotel from last season. I just want to tell you guys real quick of just kind of my experience coming over here again. I actually got off the plane, I think it was the 13th, so 14th. Yeah, so 14th, like 9 a.m. I think we landed 9:30ish. I landed in Germany, in Dusseldorf, and then got off the plane and waited for our vice president to pick me up, and for about a 2-hour drive from Dusseldorf to Paderborn, and from there on, it's, him and I just kind of talked about, what the team's been doing, what can we do to get better, everything. And it was weird. After that 2-hour drive and we started pulling into Paderborn, it was weird because it feels like I've been away, but it also feels like I've been here yesterday. So it was kind of an odd feeling. But it was good. It's nice to come back to a place where actually I know it pretty well, and I'm excited. It's a brand new season. Most of the coaching staff stayed the same, except for a couple new faces. Offensive coordinator is new, receiver coach is new, those guys. On top of that, as far as the first day, I wasn't really as homesick as I was last year. Every time I come to a new place, I get, pretty homesick, and here was easy transition. So luckily, I have a Lidl, I have an Aldi, like a couple blocks away. I have a market right behind me, so it's, if I ever need food or go get money, it's right there for me. I was basically my first day, just trying to adjust. I had to sleep off the jet lag. That took me probably a good 6 hours of sleeping, because I can't sleep on planes at all. And then, after the first day and into the second day, I started to adjust went back to the gym that I was working out at, got a good lift in, and then from there, actually went to Started to get all the practice prep together. Kind of started mentally getting ready. I'll be honest, I didn't know what to expect going into practice. I think for me, I've been around the game for so long and I'm so used to working under somebody else, so it was a little bit different, but honestly the transition was seamless, and the first practice went well. Despite it being pretty nippy, pretty cold, the practice went pretty well, and you could tell everybody's really excited. As far as tonight goes, we actually have our second practice, and at least for us, it's all about kind of just focusing on technique and conditioning for right now, and then until we get into I think camp we have next month, but from there we're kind of slowly ease these guys into everything. I've checked my Instagram or the team's Instagram, but we have actually signed 2 players. We actually signed an outside linebacker / safety, and then we also signed a quarterback. So we got 2 imports right now. That is huge. It's going to give us a huge boost. Thing I'm really excited about this year, especially for my side of the ball, defense-wise, is we got a lot of guys coming back. And some of the guys that went through our youth system who left for bigger teams also end up coming back to us this year. So you get a lot of experience, a lot of young guys. Our football team is known for having one of the best youth systems in all of Germany. So it's a nice situation to be in, especially coming into it 2 years in a row now, knowing the whole dynamic, knowing what's there. It's great. As far as the plans going forward, I'm trying to figure it out right now. I may not be able to post as consistently as I want, at least for the next week or 2, just because I'm trying to not just only get settled in, because obviously this is the part of the year where work visas have to go through, and then on top of that, not just work visas but everything else, all that fun stuff, all the paperwork just for being here in Germany and everything else. This is always the fun part. Everything just takes time. And then I believe our imports will be here in, I think, 2 or 3 weeks, maybe, something like that. We're gonna have a whole new batch of imports, so you'll probably see a little bit more of all 3 of us, doing stuff together. And then, and obviously this year is gonna be really interesting. But like I said, going forward, my main focus is really gonna be just seeing a lot more sides of Paderborn that maybe I didn't get to last year, since I want to have a little bit more time on my hands. A little bit more leeway, get to maybe see a little bit more things. I know plenty of you guys have commented like, oh, you haven't seen anything, like you haven't really reached out, but it's like, oh, you haven't seen, this place or that place. Trust me, I am working on it. I definitely want to travel more this year. That's kind of the plan. On top of that, we'll also want to give you guys more of a game day vlog type of look as well. That is obviously what I kind of did last year, and I definitely want to do more of this year for sure, whenever time allows it to happen. So, like I said, it doesn't feel like it's different, but the responsibilities are greater this year. But I am so very excited for the opportunity, and I'm just happy to be back. And once again, to all my German viewers and also Americans, even though there's so very few American viewers here, thank you guys for just sticking with me this long, but also sticking with me throughout the off season until I came back here. So I am very excited. I cannot wait to see what the future holds. So, hey, see you all next time.